completing the 3D design of a small wall shelf using Autodesk Inventor 2018. So in this tutorial, we're going to take this designed wall shelf here and put it into a drawing or a working drawing. So to start with, we come up to New and go to Drawing this time. From Drawing, the first thing is we've got to match the paper size to actually fit. So what we're going to do is under Sheet, I'm going to right mouse click, I'm going to come down to Edit Sheet, and I'm going to change the size of the paper to C size. Now why I'm doing that is basically 17 by 22, naturally when you scale it down by 4 or by half, you're going to get 8.5 by 11. And that's why we're doing this. So it actually scales down and prints properly on our paper, on our printer. So we click on OK, you can see it adjusts itself. Now we click on Base. From Base, you can see the project comes in. Now in here, there's a scale. If I change this scale to 1:1, you can see it's way too big for the paper. So by scaling it down to 1:4, even 1.5 is too big. So we're going to go 1:4. And that is a nice scale also, because when you print it out, what ends up happening is it actually, you can measure it on the paper and measure a 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch on paper really means 1 inch in real life. So from here now I'm going to drag out to the side. So this is our front view. You can see it says front. Right? From here, this is going to be now our side view. And this is going to be our top view up here. And the last view I'm going to put in is up in the corner. It's called the isometric. So I'm going to click on that one. Then I'm going to right mouse click and click on OK. So there's my views now. And I've left it with hidden lines on, so you can actually see the hidden lines from here. So you don't see them up in the isometric, but you can see what is underneath that top shelf and things like that. So the next thing now is basically, let's put some dimensions in. So I come across the top and go to Annotate. From Annotate, we go Dimension. And what dimensions do we need? Well, really we need the overall width and length of something. So I'm going to take this one here, up there, or even down here. I'm going to go, now the problem is you got to be careful because there's rounded edges. So from the outside edge of that, I'm going to zoom into here, to the outside edge of that, and you get my 24 inches. So we'll put 24, whoops, sorry, there we go. There's my 24. The next one I would want is the width of it. So I can come over here and put width. So again, I click from here to the center of this, so I make sure I get it, and there's my 6 inches. Click OK. Now because I did it on those two, I actually don't need to dimension it up top here. Right? What else do I need? I probably need my thickness. So from right here to right here. And there's my thickness of all my wood. So if I only dimension it once for thickness, it means all my wood everywhere else is the same. So that's going to tell me that every piece now on this whole project is 3/4 inch because I'm only dimensioning one place. On here, I'm going to dimension this radius. So if I come near this, and you can see the radius symbol, and then I can come out, oops, that went wrong. Let me hit escape, try that one more time. I come close to this, and basically there it is. Oh, I did it wrong again. Hang on, one more time. And you click on it, and then I hate this program some days. So now all of a sudden I don't know how to dimension. So we click, and now I do not there. No, that's still the wrong one. For whatever reason, I'm having problems today. So that, and I click, and for whatever reason, it does not want to dimension the right one on me today. So we are going to do this one more last time, and that's it there, and I click on it. And okay, well, let's just zoom somewhere else and do something while I'm waiting. So the next point is to measure from here to there. So we're going to go from here. So I want to dimension from the end of that all the way to the end of that, and that gives me how long that is. Okay, and I'll actually try now, and let's see if I can dimension this radius. See what works for me better over on this one. So I come up to it. There it is. And no, for whatever reason, it does not want to work for me today. There we go. Had to just do it the right way. So 0.25 on that radius. I'll come back to here now because I think I know how to do it. And basically it's right like this. And no, see, does not want to do it on this side. So they come around to this. There we go. And it's 0.25 as well. So that shows me now that all the radiuses are 0.25. What else do I need? Well, I need to know the height of this from here to here. So we're going to put it over on this side so we can actually dimension where we see it. So from right here to right there, and we're going to bring this dimension out. We're going to line it up exactly like that. Okay, so we know the height of that. And what else do we need? That's pretty much it, other than, oh, the radius of this. So the radiuses again, they hate me. There we go. There's a radius of 2. So when we look at this, we have that one, we have overall width this way, we have thickness because it's dimensioned there, the height of that, the radius of that. We don't know how long this is yet, so let's just zoom, let's just use it on this one. So dimension from here to here. Now, the hard ones are these ones. So great, they're my nemesis here. So there's that radius there. Then there's going to be this radius here. Let's see if I just got it. Hang on, no. There we go. That radius on that one, and this one on this one. Now we're going to use a CNC router, but if you had to do this all with drill bits and things, you could actually radius and draw it all out based on those numbers. Okay, so there's all the different radiuses, and the last but not least one we have to do is this distance right here. So I'm going to take this one and hit escape, and I'm just going to drag it up a bit higher and dimension, and I'm going to dimension it from right here to right there, and I'm going to put that one right there. There we go. So that shows me everything that I need to build this project now. So that completes laying stuff out. The last little bit is I probably want a title. So I'm going to go to the text, and within the title I'm going to click, and I'm just going to call this wall shelf. Now you're going to see that the text is quite small down in here. So I can highlight this, and up here type in, I don't know, 0.5. How big does that make it? Oh, I got to hit enter first. There we go. Wall shelf, hit escape, and I'm just going to center this. Okay. Now the problem is that where it says drawn, you can see it's my name in here. I'll show you how to change that somewhere in here instead of it saying your student number, because it says your student number in here. All right. So there's one is the wall shelf, size paper, scale is 1/4, sheet 1 of 1. There's only one page. Drawn by, and that is my name, but it's your student number. And I'll show you in a second how to fix that. And the last one for text is this in millimeters? Is this in inches? So we're going to go all dimensions in inches. And once again, it's quite small. So I'm going to put this as, I don't know, let's say 0.25. It doesn't have to be huge on the page. All right, hit escape, and there we go. So if I scroll out a tiny bit, there's my drawings. Everything's on there. And I guess the last thing, if I can find it really quickly on you, and I probably won't be able to do it, but there is under view, no, it's not. I'm going to stop the tutorial because otherwise I'll keep going. Okay, so this concludes the tutorial. We'll just have to put in your name right in here. So let's just do your name right here for now. So basically back to annotate, text right here, and you would put your name in. So I'm just going to put my name in one more time. And in the next tutorial, I'll actually teach you how to do this. But for now, it's okay. I'm at 0.24. What the heck? And then I can hit escape and then move this into where it is. Okay. Otherwise, again, where it says Steve.class, and it is just going to be your student number. So there's my name, date, or the shelf, the title, everything else is there. Awesome. Last part is printing. We go to File. From File, we go to Print. We grab the 507 printer. Okay, so room 507 should be defaulted. We go to Properties. In Properties, please select Finishing and Paper. And Paper Source, just pick Tray 1. For some reason, the printer doesn't like going to the automatic paper feed. We click on OK. We can do Best Fit. And if we click on Best Fit and you go Preview, it actually fits it perfectly. I can go back to Print for a second. If I go to Model 1:1, if you hit Preview, what's going to happen is it's way too big on the page. That's because we have to scale it down by 4 to fit the page. So we could do Custom. And I think you could do Custom 1/4. Let's see what happens there. Preview. No, it actually doesn't work as Custom there. So, and that's it. So we're going to have to use Best Fit for right now, and that will work for you. So again, preview it, and it's all there. Click on Print, and finally we hit OK, and it goes out to the printer. And you can see it just was sent to my printer. And that concludes this tutorial, and you can hear the printer now on making a simple wall shelf and creating a working drawing.